Okay, welcome to Black People Love Paramore. I am Sequoia.
And I'm Jordan.
And this week we have our special guest, Kevin Chestnut.
Yay!
Introduce yourself, Kevin. Who are you?
I'm Kevin, as you might have heard. I am a producer, a content creator, a lover, a passionate man who likes to put his feet in the sand. Come on, with the bars. Okay?
Damn,
That is beautiful.
Where you from, Kevin? From my curiosity.
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I moved to LA in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
We love a bi-coastal king.
You feel me? I went from the beach to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
okay,
me?
we know no more bars. When we start bar
bars, we're done.
y'all start bar quota.
You put the headphones on and the mic in front of me. You know, it just goes back to my old ways.
He's absolutely Drake. He's absolutely Drake. If you can see Kevin right now, he has just like the Drake-esque hair and cut situation.
He's doing the thing.
Everything he's doing the Hotline Bling dance. He's very on brand. His go-to karaoke song is Hotline Bling. I don't know if anyone knew that about Kevin.
Yeah.
That's his go-to
karaoke.
Classic. Oh man, that was one of the last things I did.
Right.
Yeah.
If I had known that was going to be the last thing that I could do, I would have gone to that damn Christmas party, but I didn't.
Man, see, a lot of your coworkers drunk is always interesting. It's always interesting.
I'm mad. I'm sad.
I
miss being drunk. That's true. I miss being drunk at a Christmas party. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time.
Anywho, yes. So, this week we will be chatting about a little app that you Negroes are probably familiar with, I'm sure, called Cash App. Oh, okay. Real quick, before we dive into podcast, I just want to talk about your fave Joe Budden's podcast going in the dirt after today because I'm excited about it.
Joe, what happened to Joe Budden? Joe, like, Joe Budden?
Yeah, that Joe Budden.
The king.
Go ahead. Do tell, Kevin. Do tell. Go ahead.
Well, sadly, we knew it was only a matter of time because Joe Budden will eventually always Joe Budden any situation. Usually he drops podcasts on Wednesday and Saturday. Last Wednesday, there was no podcast. So everybody's, antenna. What was your antennas? Everybody's antenna. I do a limited fake Cat Williams. That's something you should know about me.
We'll take that.
But yeah, so there was no podcast last week. Saturday they came back with a podcast, and there was 2 new people on the podcast. Rory and Maul were not there.
Wait, there were new people? I didn't know there were new people. I thought it was just...
Yeah. Well, I mean, Savon, he works on the podcast. He just doesn't actually say anything. He's not on a mic. So there was new people on the podcast in Rory and Maul's seat. And then today Joe came out and said that I guess there was some kind of dispute. I didn't listen. I haven't listened to the podcast because I was like, if Rory and Maul aren't on the podcast, then I don't want to listen to the podcast. I've left podcasts for less. I was a huge fan of the Adam Carolla show. And he fired Allison Rosen, and then I was like, I don't listen to this anymore, and then I haven't listened to it since. So I do that. I'm like very easy to like turn something off. When I cut something off, it's like just gone. It just like disappears from my life.
Kevin is a loyalist. Like if he loyal to the shit that he like, and once you make a change to that formula, he's the fuck out. Kevin's the fuck out of here.
All right, we'll be out.
Right.
Yeah. So RP to the JBP.
Period. And people are saying like that shit is probably a wrap because nobody want to watch that without Rory and Maul.
Do we have any intel on what happened? Did he do something?
Yeah, Joe talked about it. I mean, there was a lot of weird energy. Well, I mean, Rory and Joe always argue with each other. So they're like always going back and forth. Like my girlfriend, when she listens to the podcast with me, she's like, man, Rory and Joe always argue with each other. And they hate each other. It kind of got a little bit more contentious and they kind of talked like we were talking about fighting more often. But, I thought it was more joking. Like it was like, ha 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 ha. But then
I guess they actually wanted violence. They wanted violence on each other.
Yeah. So I guess Rory, Joe asked Rory to like just like chill from coming to the podcast for like a few episodes, and then Maul was like, "No, we do the podcast together." So I guess it was like a little bit of a strike situation, but they're not coming back. Like Joe today, he said that their seats are there for them whenever they want to come back to them, but I don't think they're coming back to them like it's over. It's just, it's done. So
yeah, I mean, they probably said something about his old fits. Joe got mad. He's like, double wide fitteds were popular at one point. Why are you coming at my neck? And then they were like,
that's how I found out about that count through Joe. Joe is surprisingly, for someone who like implodes every situation and relationship he gets into, he's surprisingly open about making fun of himself, which that's what added to that's what makes the chemistry between him, Maul, and Rory so strong, because they just, the friendship kind of like exudes through the speakers, if you will, and you can like feel the genuineness and the like the silliness. They all get jokes on each other, you know. It's just all, it's all love. They talk about how trash Joe, they talk about the vest. I remember they did a whole episode just about like the vest that he wore on like Love and Hip Hop. Like,
oh my God. Wow. I need to tap into this podcast. So that sounds like content I need to engage with.
That's on brand, Jordan.
But I appreciate you, Kevin, for instituting the inaugural segment of Joe Budden criticism, media criticism. We're going to do a weekly Joe Budden sort of roundup.
I'll be the Joe Budden correspondent.
Yeah, the Joe Budden correspondent. Right. Another Joe news.
Joe news.
We'll dial you in every week for the Joe Budden update. Yeah.
Joe Budden update.
Okay. So I'm real bad at transitions, y'all. So let's just get into the first segment. Sweet. I didn't unplug my headphone. Now hold on.
That's okay. Somebody
let's just get into the first segment.
Closing that out.
It's 5:30. Tell them slacks is off. It's a wrap. No. Okay, so the first segment is called "In My Defense," and in my defense, you bring something that's like toxically white or like just niggardly, just real black.
Is it put a D
like,
in
for
it?
Instance,
Niggardly?
Yes, niggardly.
That's like a Gilded Age word. That word is a child working in a coal mine. He's like 5 years old.
That shit don't mean what you think it means, huh? Right. Okay, yes. So for reference, mine was chitlins last episode. See how that's just like as black as it can get? There's like, you know, first of all, don't make that. I don't like the face that you're making. I feel like you're implying something is wrong with chitlins, and I don't like it.
No, chitlins be busting if you wasn't in the house when it was being prepared. Chitlins is busting. Like if you was there for the preparation, then you can keep those. But
you mean when they clean the poop out of the intestines? Is that what you're referring to, Kevin?
Yes, that part.
I had that explained to me last episode. I was like, what?
For reference, Jordan is Jamaican, so chitlins was not in, was not part of his purview growing up. Like it was part of my black
Jordan, where can we get cocoa bread at in LA? Because this is ridiculous. I was talking to my Jamaican friend the other day. I'm like, this don't make no damn sense.
It don't make any sense. Why do you think I left? Okay, so there were like about 2 Jamaican spots. I think I remember. There's one by Underground Museum. We could talk about it after maybe, but there's one by Underground Museum I know that has good Jamaican food.
Yeah, I think that's I forget what the name of that one. I took my mom to that when she came. She liked it, but I just need to put a beef patty and some cocoa bread. That is the vibe that I'm used to.
If you take a trip to Utica Avenue in Crown Heights here in lovely Brooklyn, New York, you'll not only get your cocoa bread, but you'll be cussed out in all sorts of
that's what we need.
Jamaican ways that you never thought were possible.
Motherfuckers nice at them Jamaican spots here. I'm like, yo, don't be nice to me. Throw my food on the ground. Let me pick it up. All right.
Fight me. Put on the ground. Let me pick it up.
That's right.
So it's either that, or you're in the Jamaican spot and they're calling you like all the different ranks of the military. They're like Sergeant, Colonel, Big Man, General, Lieutenant.
I love the accent. Yes, I love the. Come on, Jordan, give us the impression. That's
Missed
great.
that. I wish I could go home so bad, but niggas is just.
Oh yeah, South Florida is also Jamaican.
Yeah.
I always forget. Yeah.
Oh man, that's all I knew. That was my life. But anyway, I will let.
Well, now that y'all have bonded over Jamaican heritage, can't relate. Never experienced beef patty. Never experienced cocoa bread.
West Coast black people are so funny. They're like. Hey, cuz I don't know what you mean by cocoa bread, cuz.
I mean, like chocolate bread. Like I don't understand. Anyways,
Cocoa bread. I'm sorry. Cocoa bread. I don't know. It's there.
So that's what In My Defense is, okay?
Yes.
Kevin, we are excited to hear what you bring in to defend this week on the podcast. I know you got something good for us. I am ready for you. So you got a list, perhaps?
I have a list of things, and I just want to go down them because you know what? Some of this stuff black people also like. I'm not the only one. These could be some things that other black people are into. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
So the number one thing, this was suggested by my girlfriend. Number one thing is recycling. I like to recycle. I always take the plastics out. I have a separate trash for just the recycling, and I always take bottles and stuff out of the actual trash can and put them in that. And sometimes I don't even take the trash out. I'll just take the recycling out because they're in two different spots, and I just take the recycling out to the recycling bin.
This nigga said, "I care about the fate of this planet."
You feel
me? And that's a white. Right. That's white.
Black people don't care.
Niggas do not recycle. It's true.
God, that was good. That's good. Okay, we ready for the next one?
Okay, next thing is Curb Your Enthusiasm / Larry David.
Wait, now hold on. That's quality. That is quality.
Okay. Yes.
I love.
Okay,
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Though I mean, there is a long love-hate relationship, you could say, between black people in America and Jewish people in America.
That is true.
That is true. There's a long, push and
Lenny
pull.
Kravitz came out of that.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz is the fusion of that tension. Fraser Tharp, another media person, he works at GQ. He also loves Larry David and Curb Your Enthusiasm. You guys can
die for Larry David.
That up.
He's funny.
Whoa,
Larry David is fucking funny.
Love
you said
Larry.
You a what?
I'll die for Larry David.
Oh, okay.
Now I will say that the show did get exponentially funnier once. JB Smoove joined the cast, but it was always funny. The show was from episode one of my old white coworkers, he told me to watch it. From the opening scene, I was like, in. There was no workup. Usually, you start a new show, maybe the season one's okay. See, episode one's usually like a pilot episode, so it's like, immediately hit the ball, hit the ground running. I don't know why I was going with hit the ball running. That's not a saying that anyone says.
That's okay. No, that's all right. Yeah.
Next thing on the list, Bill Burr.
Okay.
Chappelle
My boyfriend also
OG.
has a Bill Burr thing. He loves Bill Burr. I'll take that. Man.
Me and my homie, we call him Real Nigga Burr because of the infamous video that of him in Philly. I don't know. There you go. See? You feel the vibes. But there's
That's how he has to introduce himself going forward. You need to send him that soundbite and let him know his name is official. He's been inducted into the Black Hall of Fame.
That's right.
And his name is just Burr, like that.
Yeah. Okay. Bill, Chappelle Show OG. But there was that infamous video, one early YouTube viral video of him just like cursing out the crowd in Philly. There was this like crazy comedy show and. They were booing literally everybody that went on stage, but Bill didn't leave the stage. He just stayed on stage and just destroyed Philly for the entire 30 minutes. He just was talking about how shitty Rocky was and how they've never won championships. He just was destroying Philly, and he got my respect from that point on, way back in 2005 or whenever that was. So,
right.
He is married to a black woman, so I don't know how
Wow. Okay, well, you're raising some great points. That is a real nigga move too, to like still be throwing punches even though you're getting jumps. You know, like that's like I feel like that's like how you do it.
It's right. To bring it back to Chappelle's show, he was Rick James on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna do on my leg, nigga. Okay, next thing. All right, I'm gonna combine these two. Okay. The first one is running, and the second one is golf.
Wow. Okay, golf. My uncle type beat.
I love only real old MCs know the type beat jokes. True to life players. But yeah, love going running. That's just a thing that I started doing back in Florida, and I kept doing it here in LA until the quarantine. But yeah, love a good running. And then golf. Golf is just a fun game. I don't know what it is about it. It's just super fun. It's fun to watch on TV. Golf.
See, here's the thing though. The golf part, that's not true.
It's not. That's not true.
Golf is not fun.
It is
fun to watch. Not fun to play.
It's fun to play. It's fun to play.
So
video
frustrating.
Games, fun to play in real life. It is frustrating.
It's incredibly frustrating. You hit the ball and never goes where you want it to go. Mm-hmm. And then you have to go find it.
Yes.
And you have to hit it again.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You have to. No, I can't. I can't do that.
You keep hitting until you get it right. That's what you do. You just keep hitting until you get it right.
No.
Golf is like a metaphor for life, and I have enough metaphors. You know, I don't.
Tell him, Jordan. I have had enough in my 26 years. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'll only go through a few more. I won't go through the whole list.
Not you having more than this.
All right. Because these next two are important. Okay.
Go for it.
Careless Whisper by George Michael.
Woo!
Wow. Woo! Okay. We're getting real right now. We're getting real.
It's a classic. One of my old mixtapes that I did. I started the intro was Careless Whisper because I just love that song. It's an incredible song.
Okay, mixtape Kev, come out with it.
Can we get a sliver of a melody from the chorus or verse or something like that?
Y'all want me to sing a little George Michael?
Yeah, give us a little sliver. We'll take that.
I mean, I have some others. I got more white singers on here, so I don't know if you want to spend
let us hear the rest of them.
Your white singer bucks first.
Right. Okay, you're right. Let us hear the rest of them.
But Sequoia knows this. I will sing you don't even have to.
It's no problem for Kevin.
We'll just sing songs. All right. So I'm just going to run down these next couple. Michael McDonald and Robin Thicke. Going to put them together.
Okay, wow, yes.
Okay. I don't know who Michael McDonald is.
Wow.
That's
Sequoia.
Crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Sequoia, I do love me some Michael McDonald, so I'm
okay.
Forgetting I'm not in love anymore.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. I know the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things will never be the same again.
Again.
Yeah. Warren G.
Of Doobie Brothers fame.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Yes, the Warren G sample.
Yeah, that's
how I know it.
Niggas like that Blue Eyed Soul. You know, they like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. They did.
The Yacht Rock was where it's at. Robin Thicke, I always went up for Robin Thicke. From the beginning, from the Sprite commercial with the long hair.
Wait, excuse me?
When I get you alone. You don't remember that?
He was in a Sprite commercial singing about getting niggas alone?
When I get you alone. When I get you alone.
I don't remember this, but that feels really
long hair.
Like a bad foreshadowing. I do like the evolution of Robin Thicke. My dad, his girlfriend at the time. My dad is a bad person. For context, his girlfriend at the time, who was a lovely woman, and was really nice, and he probably should have, he fucked it up somehow. But she bought him the evolution of Robin Thicke for Valentine's Day or his birthday, and I remember I listened to a lot because he listened to a lot, and I was like that is a crazy album. It's beautiful. A lot of Neptunes on there.
A lot of Neptunes on there.
Wanna Love You Girl, a classic.
Is that on that album?
Is on that album.
She's the type of girl you wanna
Wow. Hold on, let me add it to my Spotify right now. While it's in my head.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. I love that. Mm-hmm.
love Robin Thicke. I just always been a big Robin Thicke fan. Way before Lost Without You ever came out, I was on that Robin Thicke shit.
Wow.
Copacabana by Barry Manilow.
Wow. He came on with the big guns.
Copacabana. Come on, Sequoia.
I don't.
All right, fine.
It's not registering for me.
Maroon 5.
Okay. Well,
Adam Levine has
that's
one of the
just
great
called
voices.
taste.
Yeah, Adam
That's
Levine has
just
one of the great
taste.
voices of all time.
But that first album is really kind of the apex, though. You know,
No,
I feel like
it wasn't. No, because give
I'm
a little,
leaving.
give a little more. Come on.
I don't know that.
And it goes
What the hell is that?
and on and on and on and on.
All I know is songs
You
about
make
Jane
it
is what
so
niggas be talking about.
Right.
All
Yeah,
the
songs
time.
about Jane. And then I also know a little bit of the next one after it because they were playing on VH1 sometimes.
What was the next one? What was the name of it? You
The
know?
next one
I don't.
has
Rihanna on it, right?
That's the Rihanna one. Yeah, the one with the Rihanna
That's the
song.
Rihanna one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and they were they were playing in the airport. I don't know why I'm blanking on this how that song goes. All right, this might be too of a deep cut. Maybe I should just skip that one. How about Bananarama, Cruel Summer?
Never heard of her. Don't know her.
Jesus,
Who's that?
Jesus, these
Never
children.
heard of it.
Cruel Summer.
Never.
It's a
I
cruel
mean, Cruel
sad.
Summer, as
Cruel
in
Summer.
Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Like, what? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Y'all definitely wouldn't have got the last one, so I'm just going to do that.
Okay.
So you might not get any more of this. Well, no doubt.
I can't
Y'all
believe you
should
have
know No
more.
Doubt. No doubt.
Of course, no doubt. Of course,
Well,
no
no doubt it's probably going to be one of the topics on this show at some point. TBH.
Right.
Love that.
Because niggas love No Doubt.
From near Orange County. You're from like
Right.
near that.
Long Beach
that's
is right there.
It's right
Hop,
there.
skip, and a jump. Yeah.
All right. Last three.
Okay.
I'm gonna group them together because they do similar things. So I'm gonna group them
It's been a
together.
great episode, guys. I guess we gotta wrap up.
When I say I've been working on white people things that I actually like for a day, I've been working on just trying to figure out like white people stuff that I actually like because there's so many things that I don't.
Man, Kevin be coming with it. I tell you.
These last three things: Jon Stewart, John Oliver, and Stephen Colbert.
Oh God! So you lost me at. No. I don't love Jon Stewart, but he's fine. He's fine.
The Daily
I'll take
Show
him.
was a staple in my life for
I know.
many years.
He apologized about that whole you have to listen to Trump supporters shit. He said that when Trump was first running. I remember
Everybody
that.
said Dave Chappelle
did.
said that. Like,
He did. Wow, he did say that. Yeah, but Jon Stewart apologized for it. I wrote about that. That's how I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck with that. And then John Oliver's always that nigga. And who was the last one?
Stephen Colbert.
Stephen Colbert.
They're all the same person.
The genius.
It's the same people.
No,
Yeah,
it's
the same person.
it's so different. Like the Colbert Report was so ahead of his time. It was ingenious because he was what Trump is. He was parroting that character before that even happened. Because that was the whole stick of the show, the Colbert Report. He was just like, I'm super American person, but he was just making fun of it.
Right. And it's Fox News. He was like, it was like Fox News parody. Before
Yes,
that
exactly.
became like People's Bible. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Before SNL took it and the rest of them niggas took it. Yeah.
Colbert.
Okay,
Yes.
well, we'll take that. We'll take that.
Strong.
That is strong.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank
Kevin
you.
came out the gate fucking swinging.
I set the bar. I'm setting the bar.
Set the bar.
Let
Yeah.
people know. If you're gonna come after me, you better come with some real good white people shit.
Who
Okay?
said set the bar on the fucking bar? I don't remember which one of them little rap boys said it, but one of them said it.
One of the
I feel like
little
Drake
rap
said
boys.
that. Yeah, I set the bar. You jump over it. Hit a split.
I think it was YG.
Drake.
Set the bar on the fucking bar. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think that's YG.
yeah.
That
Somebody
sounds
just
like
said
a-
that. Bar. I'm a fucking bar.
Like a West Coast
Bar.
cadence.
Yeah.
To the bar. On
Yeah.
the fucking bar.
Right. Okay, now don't minimize us to YG, all right? Because
West Coast people always, West Coast black people always sound like they're fitting the words through a little tube. Bar.
they're sucking it through a straw.
want more.
Wait, that is such a funny visual. That tracks. That tracks.
Crenshaw.
Okay, no.
Okay,
I'm not going to sit here and take the slander, okay?
Okay, let me stop.
I'm not.
That performance is hard to follow, Kevin, to be honest. But I brought one. And to remind our listeners, my last episode, in my defense was the esteemed white band Vampire Weekend, and this time around, I'm switching up a little bit, but not very much, and I'm gonna have to go with recent Grammy nominees, the Holmes sisters.
Oh, that's real white.
Yeah,
that's like.
I'm entering a private session on Spotify. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I'm more specifically got the song "The Steps" by the Holmes sisters, which has really got me. I've really been vibing with that, and I don't know what it is about these three lovely Jewish women from the Valley, but they really do something for me. And I think
it's because they look like Hanson.
They look like Hanson?
Adult Hanson.
Wait, what?
They do look like Hanson.
Okay, I need to see this. Have you ever seen Hanson and Haim in the same room?
Have you? Because really big question. What happened to Hanson after 1999? Who knows?
Yeah.
They turned into Haim. That's what happened.
Themselves, they're their way into female pop stardom.
Tell me they didn't.
That's right.
I don't know. But they recently performed at the Grammys, and I watched the performance early this afternoon prior to this podcast, and I was just like, oh wow, they're good. Hunter Harris, formerly of the New York Vulture, loves Haim, and I think wrote about them, and that was some black credence that I guess that made this feel acceptable. You know when for example, who is it? Lupe Fiasco said he skateboards.
Yes,
this
it was cool.
This was cool. Hunter Harris thinks she likes time was like a door being opened. And
got it.
But I previously liked some of their other songs, but I really dove into this most recent album, and I'm a fan. I'll say it. I'll say it in this public forum. Okay. I'm a fan of Haim.
Sure?
Nice.
You sure?
Nice.
It's real toxic.
I think
it's very toxic.
They play their instruments, and they're not just a girl band in name. They are musicians.
Hold on now, don't do the Spice Girls. What you saying?
Look,
you saying something?
I love Mel B as much as the next person, but sit her behind the drum set, and what she gonna do?
She gonna hit them drums. Scary Spice got the hands. I know she got the drum hands.
Speaking of going up for things, I will definitely go up for the one Mel B single with Missy Elliott.
Oh my God! I think I want you back.
Yes, contact down here.
I recently bought my girlfriend the 12-inch for that.
What?
I have that on vinyl. Yeah, what? And it has a bunch of cool has two cool house remixes on it.
Not because that song is almost impossible to find. The video doesn't even exist on the internet. It's that. It was such a cool video. It was all green and they're wearing dominatrix outfits and stuff. What a fantastic!
I didn't
time.
know it existed, and I just found out this record shop and I was like, Mel B had a single with Missy Elliott.
I have to own this.
That's wild. That's really wild that y'all both know. I don't know what the hell that is. It's wild that y'all both know what that is.
I'm telling you, it don't exist. I tried to find the video one time. I was like, man, that was a great song. I used to record music videos back in the day. I would have VHS tapes with Rhapsody videos and hits from the street and stuff on it. And I had that. I'm like, what is that song called? But she only had one song, so it was easy to find. But hard to actually find because I can't.
Kids these days don't know about that. Kids these days don't know about.
They really don't.
Taping over shit.
Kids.
Taping over Space Jam. They don't know about that.
Disgusting. Going back to Haim, I just wanted to say, I was thinking of Hit It From Behind and being in a mix, somebody do a mix of Haim with some Juvenile or something, you know what I'm saying? Hit It From Behind,
I'm not gonna
combination album, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna be party to you disowning the name of Haim. three nice Jewish girls from North Hollywood or wherever the hell, you know. I don't. They make their little folk rock, you know, album-oriented rock, you know, jams. And I listen to them, and that's it.
Yes.
I'm not sexualizing any of them.
I come from the music. It's funny. Hit it from behind is funny.
Hit it from behind.
That's funny. It's a little funny.
In the mid-2000s, there was a lot of like mixtape clashes where they were like, I'm going to put Jay-Z's Black Album with the Beatles' White Album. And, you know, like they just like mix all the stuff together. So just throw it out there. If any DJs and whatnot want to make it happen, make it. Well, Danger Mouse. Okay. Is he still around?
Okay. Danger Mouse, wow. Yeah, he would definitely do that. That's wild that you mentioned that, Kevin, because I was just talking recently this week about how up until like 2 years ago, pop culture was segregated. Like, there would be black shows and there would be white shows. You know what's really reminding me of this? All the stuff, the old stuff we used to watch coming to streaming. Like, I have HBO Max now, and I watched the episode of Static Shock the other day, and I was like, that's so crazy, because they used to have Superman, they used to have Batman, and they're like, oh, we need to make the black show. Yes. So we'll make Static Shock. And like, and then I watched an episode of Sex and the City recently, where I was like, oh, this was a white show, and they had a black episode, because they're like, this is a white show. So we'll have an episode where Samantha goes uptown and dates the black man, you know? And I was like, that's so, like this, and this ended like 3 years ago, I swear to God. Suddenly we're all like, you know, we're all like multicultural.
This just ended, right? 3 years ago.
But like 3 years ago, it was like, oh, the nigga shit and the non-nigga shit, which is why we have this important podcast, you know?
Yes.
That's true. We're trying to bring niggas.
You guys are doing
all
Lord's
the correct
work.
shit.
Right. We're having the discourse. It starts here and it ends here, you know?
Period.
That's wild. Yeah, culture clash. We should do, okay, maybe Haim needs to do something like that. Get Haim in the studio with Pooh Shiesty. Let's see what happens.
Wait, that's funny. You know what? I think that was a good in my defense segment. Kevin brought 18 in my defenses. That's probably not even an exaggeration. It's probably a pretty accurate estimate of how many in my defenses Kevin had. Right. But yeah, that was good. Now let's transition to the main portion of the show. Black people love Paramore, but we're not talking about Paramore this episode. We're talking about Cash App, because black people do indeed Cash App. And I truly, I intended to grab, I meant to prepare something specific for this, but I'm just going to do it off the top of my head.
I thought you were going to say I meant to like get a Cash App from somebody or send some money to someone. That would have been like a very appropriate segue.
Oh, no, I never forget money, or I don't do that. I've never done anything like that before.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. But okay, so real quick, just a little background on Cash App. Cash App is developed by Square Incorporated, which is co-founded by CEO Jack Dorsey. He's the Twitter CEO, Square CEO, and Cash App CEO. I don't know if he's the CEO of all those, but he founded all of those. It's giving the title owner, you know, a whole bunch of shit, and Jay-Z at least. And Cash App was released in 2013 as well, so it's not even really that old. And Jack Dorsey did all this shit in a really short period of time. So that's what we have. That's what we have about that. But black people really like it. Black people will use Cash App over Venmo, like,
that's true.
Probably like 8 times out of 10. If you're talking about sending money to and from black people, they're going to tell you to Cash App them instead of Venmo them or Zelle them.
Right, we can make this segment short because I already know why black people.
Oh, please do tell, Kevin. Come with it.
I got the answer. Okay.
Before Kevin goes, I for further context, I was trying to like look this up because it's one of those things. It's almost like. I don't know what a good analogy here is, but like it's one of those things like you can feel in your bones like black people like Cash App, but you really it's hard to find like empirical evidence of it. And the only thing I could find on the internet when I was like Googling it was like last summer after George Floyd was tragically murdered, a lot of people were like white people were feeling very guilty and like, you know, showing their ass in various ways. But one way in which they felt like they could like do something about this, like, you know, crime of white supremacy on a black person was by sending black people money directly, and like in a lot of mutual aid funds popped up and stuff like that, and like overwhelmingly like black people were being sent money on Cash App, and it was like because black people have Cash App, and I was like, why do black people have Cash App over Venmo? Why do black people have Cash App over Venmo or Zelle or anything like that? Yeah, it was very strange.
I had a couple theories, but none of them panned out. Like you were saying, Jordan, I was like, let me research it because like I have some theories, but they weren't connecting the dots. So my first theory was that Cash App doesn't require actual bank information, and black people don't like to give people their information. Black people don't like that. They don't want you in their fucking business. They don't want none of that shit. Right. They don't want to give you their information. So
I pay an extra $1.50 to pay my gas bill because I won't put my bank information into their website. I'm like, I'm not giving you my bank statement.
Now, wait, so was my theory correct? Wait. Okay, now hold on. So my theory was correct. You don't have to have bank information to use Cash App. Is that what you're saying, Kevin?
I don't think you do. You just have to input like a debit card. You don't have to have like an actual bank.
Okay, you see, I was looking all over the fucking internet for confirmation on that, and nobody would just outright. It was nowhere outright.
I
was all up and down. Clearly, Cash App's website wouldn't even clear it up. I'm like, girl, are y'all gonna tell me if I need bank information or not?
You know what's good?
Right,
you know what?
Right. They like, come see.
Call back to Bill Burr. He had this joke one time, and he was saying he wishes there was like a yesorno.com where you just Google something, it would just be like yes or no. No content. You don't have to give me all this other stuff. Just yes or no. What is the answer to this question?
Wait,
yesorno.com.
What a legitimate fuck yes. I would love that. Wait, okay. Now, I'm going to cut that because I'm going to start it. I'm going to cut it and I don't want nobody to take that fucking idea.
Nobody ever did it. So
that.
Yes or no. That's it.
But back to Cash App because I know Kevin about to shut it down. So I'm going to get my couple theories out that don't really exist because I couldn't lock them in. They give out money on Twitter on Fridays, right? Ooh. And Black Twitter is Twitter. So black people like, well, if y'all gonna give out money, I'm gonna have a Cash App.
Yes, that's
so you follow
strong.
Cash App.
Okay, so wait, go back to the top. The Twitter, the company gives out money on Fridays.
Cash App. Oh, Cash App gives out money on Fridays on Twitter.
They'll tweet out like, hey,
Cash
put your
App.
cash,
they'll be
cash
like,
tag.
Right, cash tag, right? Okay. They're like, drop your cash tag and we'll Cash App you some money. Cash App does this every Friday. I think it's called like Cash Friday or some shit.
You know what this is? They just superimposed the lotto onto Twitter. I mean, black people love the lotto.
Wow.
So, it is true. Black people do love
the lotto.
Yeah,
it is true.
Y'all, my mom moved to Vegas, right? And they don't have lottery in Vegas. And probably last month, there was like the biggest jackpot in a minute. My mom made me go pull out money to go get her 2 lotto tickets. Because she couldn't get to the lotto tickets because they don't have it in Vegas. I was like, girl,
how much gambling do you need?
We're not going to win. We're not going to win. She's like, you'll never know. You'll never know if you don't play.
I didn't raise you and feed you and house you for you to deny me these lotto tickets.
Period. She was like, just go get she was really guilting me into that shit. Jordan, you met my mom. But yeah, she was really guilting me into shit. I was like, girl, okay, I'll go get your lotto tickets. We're not going to win. She was like, stop saying that. Stop putting that out there. We're never going to win if you think we're not going to win. Anyway, so yes, that's a good point. Niggas do like the lotto, Jordan. And I have anecdotal evidence of said facts. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and then my final theory was, again, going back to not being able to be in people's business, it doesn't have the same social media aspect that Venmo has. You know, Venmo, you can look down the timeline and see the transactions.
Yes.
Right, you can see the transactions that people have sent, and Cash App don't have that. And niggas don't like people in their business.
Right.
I want to just restate that a lot. They say, just send me the money, nigga.
Right. Danny, why you keep using the gas emoji on
Right.
You keep sending the gas emoji to David. What's up with that?
What's up with
That's how
that?
niggas get caught up.
Yeah.
There's all types of stuff in Cash App.
That's why. Okay, this is where I should say that I don't have a Cash App. I've never downloaded the app. I've never even seen the app's interface. I'm a bad co-host of the show because I didn't do my due diligence and download it. So
it's giving white, Jordan.
Okay, listen.
Here's Cash App.
Straight to the point.
This is what the interface looks like. Boom.
Okay, I've seen that. It's beautiful.
Boom. You know, it's just
simple.
green.
Okay. Third point, Sequoia. Black people love good design because good design gets out the way. Good design gets out the way. It says, "What do you need? Make it simple. Boom, bada bing." Right there.
That's why Reddit is a white app, white website.
Right,
because
it's
that
so
design
esoteric.
is ass.
Right, it's like, where the fuck do I go? What am I looking for?
I look like
I want to be a Redditor so bad, but I just don't understand how the website works. So I just...
Period. Yeah, I'm like, I can't. Every time I try to go on Reddit, anytime, because I do social media for a living, y'all. Anytime one of my jobs is like, can you like go look at something on Reddit? I'm like, no. I can't. I don't. I can't find it. No, I don't know what you're. I wouldn't be able to find it for you. I don't know. No.
Do not understand it. I've stayed out of the Reddit streets.
Right. So that's it. Those are my theories. Kevin, you said I was getting into your territory, so you feel what I'm saying. Okay, yes, you had a similar theory.
Exactly. One thing that Black people love is discretion, which you just got into. And the reason I got off of Venmo was because I just couldn't take all of the information. It's not even the fact that they would tell someone what I was buying or paying for. I didn't want to know what other people were paying for. Like, I don't need to know what was happening in this. I don't want to know. I don't like to know.
So you're saying not only do you not want people in your business, you don't want other. You don't want to be in other people's business.
Exactly. Exactly. Mind your business. That was the key thing growing up. You mind your business, and I'm trying to mind my business. And I was like, I don't need to know who's paying for who's sushi or who this or that. I don't like that. My girlfriend asked me, like, she wanted to send me money. We're going on a trip. And she wanted to send me money, and I was like, "Why would you do that?" She's like, "What's your Venmo?" I was like, "I have no idea what my Venmo is because I don't use it. I don't ever use Venmo, so I got nothing to bring to the table on that standpoint." But you can cash app your boy. Because I have a cash tag. Yeah,
of course you do. Of course you do.
So yeah, discretion is a huge thing. Staying out of people, staying out of your business. You staying out of other folks' business. Okay. And then the other thing was originally, I believe Venmo allows this now, but the fact that at the beginning, Cash App, you can get your money back on the same day. Venmo used to make you wait like 3 days to get your money back.
Yes.
Cash App, get your money. You can get that money now.
Yes, I remember when Cash App was the only place where you could get your money now, and Venmo did not have that feature. And I was looking for proof of that on the internet too, just to make sure I wasn't doing no Mandela effect shit where I had made that up. And I was trying to do research and make sure that was legitimate. And of course, nowhere can verify that. We really need that yesorno.com.
Like
real bad.
The cash checking place clause of Cash App.
Yes.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Like it's like
there are all these Cash App checking places in the hood, you know.
Period. Same day, money. We'll get you your money quickly. Sure, we're gonna take a percentage, but we're gonna get you your money the same day. And Venmo wasn't offering that.
The Cash App will ask you if you're okay with it. It's like, all right, look, bro. I'm gonna give you the money now, but I'm gonna need about 5 cents. All right, I'm gonna need about 5. I gotta get me.
Right. He's like a simple overhead. It's a simple overhead.
Exactly. But they're gonna ask you for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not like these little ATM fees or whatever. You know, they're just gonna ask you nicely, like, hey, is this okay if I take this? If not, it's cool. You can just wait 3 days, get the money, you get the full thing. Or I can just take 10 cents now, bada boom. And you always gonna give that 10 cent. You always gonna give the 10 cent because I need my money. I need the Skrilla.
Now I want it today. I want it on this day. Yes, you know, that's a really good.
The Lord's Day.
Right, this day, on the Lord's Day. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Anyway. Okay.
So, this is the day.
Yes, that is a very. That's really it. I think we actually hit this one for real. You know, there should just be like a little theory or something. This one's real.
No,
I think that's what it is. Okay,
this feels bulletproof to me.
That feels very bulletproof to me. And then just to further solidify it, I was going to bring a list of rap songs that mention Cash App as opposed to ain't no rap songs that say Venmo or Zelle.
That's true.
Okay, I was going to bring it.
That is true.
I was going to come with it.
Wow.
But like the only thing right now, since I didn't make the list, I thought about it in the shower. You know them shower thoughts you have, and you like, okay, I'm going to do that when I get a shower. I never did this shit. Right. The one that comes in my mind is the City Girl song, Cash At Me. That's the only lyric I can remember from that song right now. Okay.
No, that illustrates it. I mean, also, Black people love style, right? We're like a stylish people. We're not going to do something and just do it dry. We're going to do it. We're going to add a little sauce. There's no sauce in the word Venmo. What the fuck is a Venmo?
There's that. What the fuck is a Venmo?
Cash App is it's illustrative, it's beautiful, it's simple, it's saucy. Cash App is
straight to the point.
It's Cash App.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a Venmo? What is that? Like a pill that you have to ask your doctor before you go?
That sounds like some shit that get put up your butt when you go to the doctor.
It really does.
It do.
And
It's going to be hard for how long?
Right, like check if I have heart issues in my family. Why am I using a Venmo?
Why am I on Venmo? For real.
Yeah,
so
no, that's
just
so true.
to further solidify that point, Jordan, I pay my mom some bills through Venmo every month, right? And my mom just refuses to say Venmo correctly. She calls it Vimgo. Venmo, like like literally anything but Venmo, and that just goes to show exactly what you said.
It makes no sense.
No sauce on that word. It doesn't make no sense. What the fuck is Venmo? What is Venmo? And I keep Mom Venmo, and she'd be like Bingo, no,
Bingo.
Right, Vincent Van Gogh, Venn diagram, like she's called it anything. So
hilarious.
Yeah, so I might have to just get her on Cash App because to get the money quick.
I pulled up some Cash App lyrics for you if you were interested in songs that have Cash App in them.
Spit a couple bars for us, Kevin.
Okay, the first one here is Roddy Ricch, The Box. She sucked the nigga soul, got a Cash App. She sucked the nigga soul, got a Cash App. I'm trying to find the thing without the beat. Don't like when they know. Say that. Yep. All right. Young Thug on Bad. Real Dope Boy don't know how to work a Cash App. There you go. I believe this is the one that you were referring to. City Girls Jobs. In my ass cheeks, period. Get my teeth done, haha. Cash at me. It has all the so they ride ass cheeks with the Cash at me. Ass cheeks, Cash at me. I like it. I see where they was taking it.
Right. And I bet you can't find nothing to say Venmo.
No. When was the last time you heard Venmo?
Nothing.
I should search that next. There's many. There's YNJ, Coochie, Iggy Azalea, Lil Durk.
Well, now hold on. Iggy Azalea. One of these things is not like the other.
No. That is true.
Sequoia, though, that feels like a barometer of something. Though, if anyone's gonna copy a thing that a black person is doing, it's Iggy Azalea, right? And if she's quoting Cash App, it's because she heard some other people of African descent quoting Cash App.
She heard the Aborigines in Australia talking about Cash App,
literally.
Right, and then she took it.
This feels like we cracked it, guys. I don't know.
This feels really cracked. Like that feels cracked wide open.
Right. I feel comfortable, and maybe stop me if I'm going too far. I feel comfortable going to court with this argument.
Here, 100%. Like I'm a lawyer. You can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't know. I've taken one law class maybe, and I feel like I feel comfortable doing this, bringing this argument in front of a judge.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, before you go any further,
airtight.
I also search Venmo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want you guys to just try to guess the first artist that popped up when I searched Venmo on Genius.com.
It's that nigga.
It is a rapper
from Michigan who's a scammer. What's his name?
Shiesty?
No, TJ something like TJ X6.
Oh yes,
I feel
TJ X. Is it X3, X6? Yeah,
X6, I think. But I feel like that's my guess because I feel like he would be talking about all sorts of
great guess.
Shit.
What a good educated guess. Yes,
no, but it's not him.
It is not.
It Lil Dicky?
It is Lil Dicky. It is Lil Dicky.
Wow. I was like, it's not a true scammer, then it's like the whitest person it could possibly be.
Wow, the fact that you came up with it is taking me out. I'm done.
Of course he's talking about Venmo.
Of course he is.
You know what's crazy? This episode has been like so powerful that I'm not going to use Venmo after today. I'm not using Venmo.
I'm never using Venmo.
I'm never using Venmo again. Yeah.
Damn, we just single-handedly crushed Venmo, y'all. Right. We just took them the fuck out.
Sorry, Vin. Sorry, Mo.
Sorry, Mo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just assuming it was two people, one named Vin. Yeah,
DMB LOL. That's
Kill,
good.
Mo.
We have it good. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I think that we did that one pretty good. Well, I feel like that feels like a natural. We buried it. We really did bury it. It feels like a natural close. Like there's nothing else to be said. We left it all on the table. Mic drop type shit is what I'm getting. You know,
Kevin brought the facts.
Kevin brought the fire, the facts,
Yeah. It's over. It's over.
The growl into it.
Right.
Okay, well, I feel good ending it here. I'll do my little outro first. I am Sequoia. You can find me across all platforms at Sequoia B. Holmes.
Oh, and I'm Jordan. Jordan Coley. You can find me on Twitter at GIFGORDON. Okay, question for the group. How do you say the word GIF?
I say GIF.
GIF.
That's an episode. Yeah, black people say
that
GIF.
Black people say GIF. That is
White
so
people say
true.
GIF. Only people that say GIF I've never heard a black person say GIF.
Jordan.
Here's the thing though. My Twitter name is GIF Gordon. It's a pun on the famed retired NASCAR legend, my white king, Jeff Gordon. And for the sake of my pun,
jacket.
I still got the jacket. For the sake of my pun,
nice.
I've adopted GIF as my default.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't feel right anymore.
Yeah,
you can find me there.
It's GIF.
You can follow him at Jeff Gordon though.
Jeff Gordon, yeah.
You go there, you follow him, and then you tell him, change your name. Change my
name. I guess it's time, you know.
To be fair, Jordan has very punny Twitter names in general. What is your your at is Jeff Gordon, but your name is what? Timothy T'Chalamet?
T'Chalamet, yeah.
Love it.
Which is very funny. Yeah, that's really
good.
I
love a good pun. It's your boy Kevin. You can check me out across all social media platforms at Kev Chestnut. KEV Chestnut. That be me.
Love that.
All right. Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah. Well, actual Kevin Chestnut won't get up off my Twitter account. Get up off my Twitter account, Kevin Chestnut.
Oh, yeah. Kevin Chestnut won't come up off your Twitter account. Yeah, you know, it's Sequoia Holmes won't come up off my shit either. Ain't never logged into none of that.
At Jordan Coley, when I see you, it's on site. I promise you.
Period. Don't let me catch you. Don't let me catch you.
Those are our tethers.
Those are our tethers. We gotta destroy them. They're holding us down.
Yeah.
They're the reason that we suffer in this on this. Anyways, okay. Yep. Thank you for being on, Kevin. I appreciate you.
I had a blast.
And Jordan, thank you for being my co-host per usual.
Of course. This is really fun.